Are all six congregations represented here tonight? Y'all did say this is the Duck River Association revival. Because our votes is our voices. But watch this. I know in the place I pastor, you got churches that's so close to each other you can walk from one to the other. Now here's the problem I have with it. This one got 10 members. This one they got the high membership. They got 25. And so together we got 35. But we got two different churches. Got two different pastors, meaning we're now paying two different salaries, hopefully. We got well, at least a praise team or guest psalmist. And so you need a musician. But I'm just wondering what would happen if we would just come together. We got 4 national conventions. We met together at least twice that I've been there. And the reason we cannot consolidate and unite is because it means that 3 got to lose their position as president. Y'all remember when they asked the question, who would be the greatest? The concern was not who would be the greatest. They was really worried about who's going to be the least. See, here's what I need you to understand. I told you I want to ask some questions, and I'm going to close this because I want to ask this. I want to ask this question. I know I'm full of questions. Because what we kept reading in chapter 11, my time's running out, but I didn't get to chapter 12, because in chapter 12, what I want you to see in chapter 12 was the Lord says, and I will. I want you to see how many times he says, I will. Chapter 11, they said, let us make a name for ourselves. Let us build a city and a tower. But in chapter 12, watch what he says, and I will make your name great. I ask you a question, is it a good idea? Is it a God idea? So then here's the next question I have. Do you have a Cyrus? Do you have a Cyrus? Who is Cyrus? In Jeremiah 29:11, God tells you what he's going to do. In Ezra chapter 1, verse 1, God does what he promised that he was going to do, but he does it through a king named Are y'all ready for this? Cyrus is not a Jew. Cyrus is a pagan king. Let me put it in contemporary vernacular. He ain't no Christian. I need y'all to hear me. I need you to see something, because the reason I ask, is this a God idea? Is this a good idea to build back better? Do you have a Cyrus? Because here's what Cyrus understood. He understood that the Lord chose him. See, we got too many leaders that's frustrated Because we're trying to do things that we ain't chosen to do. See, if you don't know what you are chosen to do, you don't know what you're not chosen to do. In something. They always got a good idea.